Kirby is one of the more active Nintendo characters, maybe the most active this side of Mario and Link, so we here at Nintendo World Report TV want to take a deeper look at the recent adventures of the Pink Hero. As we get closer to the launch of Kirby Star Allies, his next mainline game, as well as his debut on the Nintendo Switch, let's take a look back at Kirby games from the recent past. How about we go back something like, 10 years ago. That's a nice round number that neatly cuts off a sizable chunk of Kirby games. So let's go. In 2008, one of Kirby's finest hours was remade for DS in Kirby Super Star Ultra. It brought the myriad amount of games from the original Super Nintendo release, as well as a few new modes. The gem of all that was Meta Nightmare Ultra, which brought a playable Meta Knight through a ton of different levels that called back to all of the main original modes. The other new additions were Revenge of the King, a throwback to the harder extra mode in the first Kirby's Dream Land, much like how Spring Breeze was a throwback to Kirby's Dream Land. Helper to Hero let you play as every helper, and the True Arena is a hard-as-heck version of Arena. A few other new games brought some mini-games to the fore as well. You got a cowboy shooter thing, a card game, and a thing where Kirby eats a lot. Par for the Kirby course, but not Kirby's Dream Course. We at Nintendo World Report reviewed Superstar Ultra back at launch, and our reviewer, Michael TYP Cole, liked it well enough, calling out the fact that the game's instruction manual, remember those, called the DS game a game's omnibus, which seems to be the most accurate description for Kirby Superstar I've ever heard. TYP said that, if you've ever enjoyed a Kirby platformer, you'll find something to like, but you'll wish there was more of it. A fair assessment if I do say so myself, especially since the co-op was restricted to 2 systems and 2 copies of the game. While Meta Nightmare Ultra is really neat, the original Kirby Superstar, currently available on a variety of past Virtual Console services, and the Super Nintendo Classic, is a fine way to experience the core content. Superstar Ultra has, so far, never been re-released, so maybe Nintendo feels the same way. That's it for the first mini-episode of this dive back into the recent history of Kirby. Next up, Kirby's Epic Yarn. Be sure to like and subscribe to Nintendo World Report TV so you don't miss this walk down memory lane.